Sometimes when I see certain trucks on the road, it makes me think of the trucks at Murray's Speed Shop in Cooper, Texas. Currently the red truck, really pretty cool truck that I will share with you later. Not the Bel Air, all right, but here's Rick Murray's cool slam truck and the wild and crazy 1983 Dually monster I'm calling Lurch for now. I will go through all of the changes from July 2023 to September 24. This is a serious truck build that I know you will find interesting. Murray's Speed Shop can be summed up like this: hot rods, custom cars and trucks, fabrication work, suspension, brakes, air conditioning, exhaust, power adders, wiring, engine swaps, lots of engine swaps, fuel systems, custom upholstery. Yes, that really describes what Shane Murray and his team are doing with this 1983 Dually truck. I might add that they are also doing Cerakote, a sort of ceramic coating, and they may do paint as well. Welcome to Road Odyssey. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel and follow my activities on my Road Odyssey Facebook page, open 24/7. There is a lot to go over. I want to begin with the theoretical appearance of this truck in its previous life. So I'm trying to give you a bit of a side-by-side view between it and what the original version of this truck might have looked like. Another perspective of work being done on this 83 Dually is comparing when it was first beginning to get work done on it versus where it is close to the time of making this video at the end of September 2024, about a year. My pictures and a couple from the Murrays are first from October 2023, a year ago. When I first saw the truck, Ray was working on the trans tunnel, then a little later on the engine bay, and Rick was welding at the front clip. Also, Shane had already made the rear wheel tubs for all the meat in the back. All right, here is a walk around, again from October 2023, a year at least since, the beginning of this video. I will be going through next up exterior changes and then the engine bay, interior modifications, some information about the chassis and the powertrain as it is now, and finally a little about the wiring, which I know is not hugely exciting, but in case you want to know, there it is. I can't say that I have all of the best pictures and video clips for this build. Reason being is, in this I've got a bunch of views when I could get out there. So I don't really know when to arrive at these car shops without just being a complete pest and wasting the owners and the workers' time. But I do the best I can to kind of hit several shops, off and on, to give them a break from myself and being around them, and also to give you various shops to provide you with a greater variety and just support all the shops around me. Since this truck is beginning to look so wildly different, let me run down the exterior changes so far. A lot of this is still in the initial rough stage. So, shaved and tucked front bumper, shaved and tucked rear, either a 67 to 72 bumper, something like that. I have nothing more on that yet. The front grille and all exterior trim will be bronze. That includes things like the wheels, and these items are getting a ceramic coating called Cerakote. The 24-inch 10-luck wheels will also get this Cerakote or a ceramic coating. The color will be kind of a bronzy bronze color. For the doors, they are and have removed the gutters. The silver gutter trim is now gone, and so that's going to be really cool. Flush front and rear windows. You'll also notice a wiper delete. The front cowl in front of the window, it did have all those little vents in it. It's now a smooth, solid piece, and so that's getting all fixed up. The side door window glass, it was, the two-piece. It is now going to be one single piece of glass on both of those side doors. The cab lights will return, and don't know what those are going to be. Maybe frosted, like that dark frosted, but when they get turned on, they'll be illuminated properly. Now, the rear is 18-inch wide tubs, 14 or better inch diameter wheel tubs. Custom rear fenders, they've been stretched by a good 4 inches. So yeah, those are getting pretty massive. Getting around to the little side gas tank doors, the driver's side will have the air pump connection, and the passenger side will have a battery cutoff switch and a charging post. Okay, charging posts, excuse me. For the truck bed, all around the edge of the trunk bed, it will be smoothed. There will be no holes. It will just all be covered up and smooth. All the inside bed panels will be bead rolled, and there are 3 compartments being built for the inside of the truck bed. There is the lift system behind the driver. There's a storage for cleaning, fire extinguishers, or whatever the owner wants. That compartment's behind the passenger, and then at the very back, the gas compartment. So each of these compartments will have a flush handle, like what you might see on fishing boats, and the doors will be flushed with special hinges, all of which is going to be bead rolled as well. The owner will be able to access the gas tank's filler neck, pump, and sending unit easily. And of course, to get back there in that truck bed, they are going to leave the tailgate handle. I believe they're going to leave it as is. How about a look at the engine bay? Still just roughed in right now. I had first seen Ray roughing in the panels back in November 2023. Obviously, fully encased custom panels. All of the plumbing will be hidden inside or behind the panels. And also, the firewall's been tubbed to make room for those giant front wheels and tires. This thing's really coming along. I'm just ready to see it all buttoned up. And here's a quick picture of it with the engine, put in for right now, just to give an idea of what this thing might be looking like. Pretty cool. Here's a look at that interior from the engine bay for fun. The interior was, of course, gutted for the new trans tunnel and many other mods to come. Now, back in October 2023, Ray had begun working on the trans tunnel to get that all in ship shape. Of course, they installed soundproofing from all 4 corners. And the steering column, well, that is a tilt. And it will also be Cerakoted in that brown bronze color. The seats are custom upholstered, or will be custom upholstered bucket seats. They will be in a brown bronze color as well, with a orange accent thread used for all the stitching. Now, for the display clusters, they are not decoded digital. They are classic instruments, and they are going to look very nice with all of this. Dash was still being redone. They had removed the ashtray, redid the glove box, and the glove box will only be to where you can partially open it. It will house the main CPU for easy access. And hiding behind the glove box, of course, is that vintage air system. And there you go. That is pretty much the interior as it is at the moment, 1 year later. Time for a little chassis info. Up front is the front drop member, rack and pinion, and air suspension accommodations by Porterbuilt Fab, aka PB Fab. The air management system is the AccuAir Suspension E-Level. Auto sets ride height, 4 ride levels, sensors at all 4 corners. Compressors are the AirMax 580 by a popular Chinese company of the name I will butcher. And in the rear, it has a 4-link suspension. Very sorry, wish I could have gotten you a better look, but believe me, it is beefy, very beefy. I suppose you've been waiting on the powertrain info. I know, typically one of the first topics. You got a V8 555 cubic inch Pate Musi crate, can be up to 723 horsepower, 652 torque on pump gas, depending on your carburetor setup. The air intake is custom by Shane Murray himself. It will be sporting 3-inch exhausts eventually. Note also that the plug wires and valve cover orange pinstriping will be an accent with the interior threads stitching. It has a Hughes Performance 4L80E automatic 4-speed overdrive transmission. Very nice. It will be using US Shift Quick 4 transmission units and controller. The rear end is chopped by 9 inches to be more snug or shorter for those giant dually wheels. It has a Dana 80, that's in the rear there, 410 gearing for the 1-ton diff. We are at the conclusion, so let's sum it up with the wiring. I only have a very finite bit here. To begin, the battery will go slightly behind the cab where the gas tank was on the passenger right side. They are, as many shops are using American Auto Wire, so that'll give you all the wiring harnesses and whatnot. The fuse box is between the seats. It will be hidden by the future console. And as mentioned before, the CPU goes in the glove box. And there you have it. The truck, despite some lags in time because of other projects, is typical in these shops. It has made good progress over the year. I expect much more to be done soon enough so that I can get you another part 2 video before you just completely forget everything from this video. I appreciate Shane Murray and his team for letting me invade their work and record. Having a camera buzzing around you can really bother people. So, especially when they're trying to concentrate. I appreciate all of you watching. Thanks a ton. And with that, please relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.